Who's got it better than us? Nobody! What's up, everybody? I'm JT Magnum, and welcome to Niner News. Now, I want to talk to you a little about the game yesterday, because I was actually able to catch the whole Chargers 49ers game last night, or yesterday afternoon. I'm back from my honeymoon. I was just married last Saturday, and I got back on Saturday night and was able to watch the game, the whole game yesterday. And I hadn't been able to watch I've only, other than the first like half of the 49ers Ravens game, I wasn't able to catch the Broncos game too much. It was basically a route anyways, and I really wasn't able to watch it. But I did watch this whole game, and I'm gonna talk to you a little about the offense first. Now, Colin Kaepernick said he's not really worried about the offense, but I say they should be worried. I mean, he's got a lot of weapons at his disposal, and for some reason, they're still running one wide receiver sets. One. There was plays, I saw a bunch of plays where there was two tight ends, two running backs, and one wide receiver, Anquan Bolden, of the field. Where was Crabtree? Where was Stevie Johnson? Where's Quentin Patton? Where's Bruce Ellington? Why aren't they running three wide receiver sets? It's beyond me. Greg Roman, you got to do something with that speed on the field. You got to be able to move the ball. You got to be able to make teams respect the speed that the 49ers do possess, but they're too scared to use it. Why, Frank Gore can run out of a single back set. So can Carlos Hyde. So can a lot of the other running backs. Use the speed that you have on the field and make teams respect you. I don't know what it is, why they keep doing what they're doing, and that's why I think they're struggling. I think that's the reason why they're struggling. Plus the fact that Joe Looney sucks. I'm gonna say it. Joe Looney's absolutely horrible. He can't pass block. And I know yesterday really wasn't too much of him, but Iupati got beat a couple times by a really good defensive lineman. They're like, who is he? Well, he was doing good last year, and he's just obviously doing better this year. And Iupati's, coming off an injury, and, people need to learn that he's probably, still on his way back. But anyways, the offense was absolutely horrible, the first team offense. Now, the second team offense, run by Blaine Gabbert, actually did a lot better. Why? They actually ran some three wide receiver sets. Go figure. I don't know why they don't do it with Colin Kaepernick, but for some reason they did it with Blaine Gabbert, and it worked well. Stevie Johnson made a catch. Bruce Ellington made a few good catches. Quentin Patton made a really nice, tough catch. Vance McDonald got a touchdown. I mean, things were kicking. And the 49ers just seem to be moving the ball a lot better during the second team. But, I get it. You're playing the second team defense. It's a little different, whatever. But still, they use three wide receiver sets then. And I can't for the life of me figure out why they just don't do that for on the first team offense. But hopefully it'll change this year. Hopefully it'll be different when it comes regular season. They'll do a little bit more, because I don't understand why they traded for Stevie Johnson when they're not even using him. It seems like Quentin Patton right now is the number 3 wide receiver. I get it, he was on the team first, but Stevie Johnson's the guy that had a 1,000-yard season. He's not a washed up dude. The guy can run routes. The guy is good. How is Quentin Patton starting over him? I can't figure it out. Not to take anything away from Quentin Patton. He's a good wide receiver, but Stevie Johnson's a proven guy. He burned Richard Sherman. Burned Richard Sherman. I've seen it. I saw it. Richard Sherman can't cover him, and I just can't figure out why they wouldn't do that. But anyways, let's talk defense, which is the strong part of the 49ers, obviously. Now, the corners look like they need some help. There was a lot of gambling going on. Chris Culliver gambled once, got beat because of it. Tremaine Bach made a few good plays. Other than that, Jimmy Ward got beat on a crossing route, I noticed. And Antoine Bethea wasn't in the game. And here's one guy that I'm going to talk about right now real quick, because he gets on my everlasting nerves, and I hope he gets cut. Craig Dahl. Why the 49ers signed him in the first place, I have no clue, because the guy is he's garbage. And he got beat last week by Julius Thomas. He gets beat again by Antonio Gates. Now, I get it. They're Pro Bowl tight ends. Yeah, they're good. But Craig Dahl didn't just get beat. He got, annihilated. He was on the other side of the field while the other guy's making his cut inside for a touchdown. And it happened twice. It's almost like they watched the play that Denver ran. They ran that play because they knew Craig Dahl would fall for it again, because he's like he's on an island out there. He's just stupid. So I don't play football, but I think I could have had better coverage than that, because it was just horrible coverage, horrible just play by Craig Dahl. And to watch him, it's torture. So I hope Antoine Bethea comes back, and I really like the kid McDonald that came in. Or not, sorry, not McDonald, Campbell, DJ Campbell. He supplied a nice solid hit on a receiver on one of the plays. He looks like he plays fast, and I like C.J. Spillman. So I don't think they need Craig Dahl. I think they need to take Craig Dahl and just give him a nice swift kick in the butt right out the door. So hopefully they get rid of him. Aaron Lynch, guy looks phenomenal. Tons of quarterback hurries. Even one play, the guy was holding his neck, like right here, just holding his neck, gripping it, and he just basically still got to the quarterback and sacked him. It was just crazy. He's got lots of tip passes, which I love. I love it when linemen get tip passes, and he seems to master it just like J.J. Watt does, and I like it. I like the kid a lot. I think he has a bright future with the 49ers. I think Ahmad Brooks might be on his way out, while Aaron Lynch might be on his way in, along with Corey Lemonnier, who's another guy that's doing phenomenal. Trying to think of who else shined on defense. Jimmy Ward. I know he got beat at a crossing route, but he had a nice interception off of a tip pass from Aaron Lynch. But yeah, he seems to be around the ball a lot. He has a nice jump, and I'm not really too worried about the corners for the 49ers because I think when the season comes, the defense plays a little different. They're not playing their full scheme on defense. They're basically just playing basic defense and seeing how people plug in. And I think that's what they do usually in the preseason. Along with the offense, you got to give the offense a little bit credit too for that. They're just playing basic offense. I get it. But I want to start seeing some stuff that they're doing. I think they don't really like to show their plays because I think that they think teams are going to, try to scheme against them with what they're doing. So they don't really show too much. And it comes to the regular season, that's when they unleash it. So I'm hoping that's the case. But defense looks good already. I mean, they're minus Navarro Bowman. They're minus a few players. They might be minus Alden Smith for a few games. But it looks like they can plug people in, and they're going to be okay. They might not be great, but they're going to be okay. And come towards the end of the season, if the Niners make the playoffs, obviously, when they get Bowman back during the middle of the season, Alden Smith, all their players are healthy. If they can, remain healthy, then it looks like the Niners might have a team that, might be one to reckon with come playoff time. So we'll see what happens with that. But all in all, it was a nice game. I like the running back, the kid Winston. He had a nice little run. There for the 49ers. Had like I think it was like a 31-yard, let me see, 27-yard run. Glenn Winston, his name is. The kid was playing well. Do I think he'll make the team? Probably not. They have a stable of running backs, and they probably don't need him. If they're going to keep Jewel Hampton, I think they should keep the Winston kid over Jewel Hampton. I don't know why, for some reason, for the years, they just love this Jewel Hampton guy. But to me, he doesn't run as well as this Winston kid looked, so we'll see it when cut day comes, who the 49ers cut, who they get rid of, and who goes on the injury list. Because I know a few injuries happened. Joe Looney, who I do not like, Marcus Martin, who I love. I wish he didn't get hurt, but it looks like he might have a dislocated knee. If so, he'll be out for the year most likely, and he'll be on the shelf for the year, along with a lot of other players that are going on the PUP list. So we'll see what happens with that. I'll be giving you more news as time goes along, as I see who gets cut and I see who's going to play and everything. But the defense looks great. Offense looks not so great so far. But we'll see when the season starts if they're actually just doing basic offense for the preseason and then unleashing it in the regular season. We'll see. All right. So for JT Magnum and Niner News, I'm out. Peace.